So you decided to buy a property in Porto. Are you sure about that? In today's video, I'm going to show you what your money can buy in the city of Porto versus what you can obtain if you go a little bit outside Porto in the same budget. And today's budget is 500,000 euros. The difference is mind-blowing. Hi, welcome back, and if you are new here, I am Luisa, and on this channel we are talking about Portugal, moving to Portugal, in especially Algarve, because that is the area where we bought an apartment and we are spending like half a year there, but sometimes we venture out and talk about other areas in Portugal. Today we are talking about Porto. We are talking about what your money can buy in town versus if you go a little bit outside. And if you are in the process of relocating in Portugal, you know by now that you need a NIF and you need a bank account. And I can help you get both online. No fuss, very easy with these services that is provided by Border. This video is not sponsored, but I get a little bit of commission from those sales if you use my code when you buy these services. So this helps me keep this channel running. So let's get back to Porto now and the prices there. What's happening with the prices in Porto? Because they are sky high, and Porto was renowned for that location in Portugal where you can still buy affordable properties, good quality properties in a major city like Porto, and the quality of life there is also praised, and a lot of people want to move in this town because it's amazing. And because a lot of people want to move here, the request for properties is sky high, and this drove the prices to be insane. And also the Golden Visa program didn't help, also drove the prices sky high, and this is the reason why the government in 2021 made substantial modification to the Golden Visa program. So if you are thinking of coming to Portugal using this visa, you should catch up on your reading and on the modification of this program. A lot of people say that currently Portugal is a property market bubble. What do you think? Is Portugal in the real estate bubble, or the prices are just catching up with the reality because the properties in Portugal were seriously undervalued? What do you think? Me, for one, I am very happy that I bought my property, thinking also that is an investment, but mainly because I wanted to live in that resort, and it was 50-50, and even if the prices are not going up and the property doesn't appreciate in the coming years, I mean not sky high, I would still be happy because I bought a place for me. And this is what is my advice to you to do. Of course, if you are just thinking of investing in Portugal, fine, but if there is only one chance for you to actually live in the property that you are now seeing like an investment, well, maybe you should invest in an area that you also want to live. So what to look in a property when you are looking a property in Porto? Well, if I were to buy a property in Porto, I would look for the quality of construction, also the proximity to the beaches, because Porto has access to some of the most wonderful beaches in Portugal, so why not take advantage of that? Also, I would look a property close to green spaces, amenities, because if I want to live in Porto, why not take advantage of the fact that I want to be close to all the amenities like maybe schools or supermarkets or leisure activities like bars and everything that a city has to offer. And also I would look for traffic, better said lack of traffic, so I would search for an area that is quiet. For me, peace and quiet is very important, and you know, it really elevates the quality of life if you are living in a peaceful neighborhood. So what are the 3 top neighborhoods in Porto? Well, for me, in my opinion, I would look in Campania. Campania is one of the up-and-coming areas in Porto. You get there slightly lower price than in downtown, but in the same time, all the area is getting a facelift, it's refurbished, and you will find a lot of culture spots in this area at the moment. If you are looking for a bargain, look first in this area, because this area is the most likely area to still find good property at affordable prices in Porto. Also, here you will find the houses with the big plots of land and with a swimming pool, or if you are thinking of constructing yourself a house, here you will find still plots of land at affordable prices in the town of Porto. Also, the second neighborhood where I would look is Foz de Douro. This is the most luxurious part of Porto. Here you'll find 19th century villas and palazzos, and you know, that bourgeoisie and that luxury feeling. This neighborhood is also good for families, because here you are going to find good schools and parks and all sorts of amenities like tennis courts, paddle. If you have kids, you want to be in this area and to quickly drive them to all these activities, but you are going to need a very strong budget to buy in this area. And my third option for a neighborhood would be Vila Nova de Gaia, and I think this would be my favorite because it's a combination of the first two. So it's on the other side of River Douro. It gives you access to beaches. It also have a variety of options when you are looking at the properties, and it's a very cool feeling in this area. This area used to be known for the best cellars where they age the port wine, and now it is known for the 14 kilometers lane, bicycle lane that runs all across the seaside, and you get this splendid panorama over the river, the ocean. And I don't know, even if you are visiting Porto, you have to visit this area. With that being said, I am the type of gal that wants to live right smack in the center of the city, wants to have all amenities at my step door, but in Porto, with the rising prices, I think it's worth to take a look a little bit outside of Porto and see if you are not tempted to buy a bigger property, a more good quality property than you would buy in Porto in the same budget. So let's take a look at the properties and chat a little bit after that. So let's start with the properties that I found in Porto, in the actual town. The first one is this T3 apartment in Campania. Campania is Freguesia. It's a district of Porto, which is very up and coming and more affordable than the downtown Porto. And this district, Campania, had in the last period a lot of renovation. There is a lot of culture here. And let's see the map, so you see where the Campania district is actually this one here. Let's see. Look, Campania. So this is practically the downtown Porto here, and this is the district of Campania. And I found this well under the budget for 115,000 euros. 181 square meters, so quite large, but at this money, what do you expect? So let's see what the description says about the apartment. It says that this is the apartment of your dreams, is over the River Douro, luxury 3-bedroom apartment, has a balcony of course, even the first line of Douro River. The property is on the 4th floor, it has an elevator, video intercom, central heating, double glazed, security door, private entrance. It sounds really nice, and it has a garage for 2 cars, and it's in a quiet location. Really sounds like the apartment of my dreams. Let's see the pictures. This appears to be the living room. Very nice panorama. Who put these pictures really wants to sell this apartment. You see here, you see the River Douro. Really nice views. So this is a more normal picture, so you get the impression of the room, how large it is. I like the furniture, everything is on point.
everything it's as it should be. I like this column. I don't really know what to comment here because we have changed from the very cheap houses to these luxury apartments. So here everything appears to be really, really nice. This apartment is really, really, really nice, and it has not only quality finishings, quality furniture, but also look at this door, how nice it is. Look at this painting. Yes, it's very nice. Oh my god, this is really the office of my dreams. I like to have a desk who it's not made of IKEA material. This appears to be hardwood. The kitchen is equipped with everything. I should save some of these pictures for inspiration from when I'm going to remodel my apartment, because I really like what they did here with the counter and the counter space. You know, I don't know how this stands in balance without an ugly thing here. This actually stands on his own and it's very impressive. I also want a small kitchen because I don't cook. I don't need a lot of things in the kitchen, just a functional kitchen. Of course, room here for the wine. Some really nice port wine. This appears to be a service area. Very nice that you can put the washing machine not in the kitchen. It has 3 bedrooms and a lot of space. Kind of what you expect in this kind of price range. I don't have anything to comment on this apartment. I would probably buy this apartment. It's very nice, but I suspect that the people who are looking in this price bracket, 500,000 euros, they expect a little more than that. Let's move to the second property that I found in Porto. It's also a T3. It's an apartment. It's right on the budget, 500,000 euros. It's even larger than the first one, 260 square meters. So it's here in this district, Arabida. It's still on the side of Porto, so Porto is here and Arabida is here. It's a T3 duplex with garden and fabulous views, fully equipped kitchen. Also a very, very spacious and bright and nice apartment. It says that it's bigger than the other one. It doesn't seem bigger, but let's see all the photos. I don't really like this wall here, the stone wall, but I understand what they are trying to preserve or to put in this house, which is very modern. Some of the features of the Portuguese homes. Really nice, very bright, very nice feature with this wall here. These pictures, I have a suspicion that they are not really, or they look so good, they look like rendered pictures, you see, not real life pictures. But this looks like to be a real picture. Also this, I think it's a front entrance. Really nice balcony, really nice view over the Douro River. This house I chose because apart from the fact that it's fabulous and big and remodeled and so on and so forth, I like the views. You don't even have the feeling here that you are in Portugal. Honestly, when I saw this view, this particular picture, I had the impression that I'm in Netherlands. I really enjoyed my time there. It was very brief, but I really liked it there. And if I had a lot of money and tolerance to those temperatures, I would definitely move to that country or a Nordic country. You already know that about me. I think I say that every time. I hope I'm not boring you. And you don't even say that you are in Portugal. Of course, you are reminded that you are in Portugal by this roof, which is very typical and Portuguese. But the views are killer views, killer views. And the neighborhood looks very peaceful. And the balcony is huge. I like this balcony. Not a lot of pictures from the home, which is not very nice, but you got an idea. The third property, which is in Baisha, it's also on budget. Oh, and this is that property, that outrageous property. I really wanted to show you that this is 500,000 euros and it has only 54 square meters and it's only a T1 and this is an outrageous price, at least compared to the other properties, because come on, we had here a property of 216 square meters, here 181 square meters, and here on the same price we have only 54 square meters. Let's see where it is. And why is this so outrageously expensive is because this property is in Baisha and this is one of the most expensive areas in Porto, right smack in the center. They say a T1 of 54 square meters with a terrace of 16 square meters. The terrace is very large compared to the apartment. Practically you can live on the terrace. Inserted in a new project with an extraordinary location in the center of Porto, next to Avenida dos Aliados. It's a historic building from the last century, preserved its remarkable original facade, providing the interiors with modern and functional apartments. So practically it's right smack in the center of Porto. It's an old building, which means that has some unique features, but it's really remodeled and has all the commodities. We see here in the first picture that indeed it's a very large terrace which stretches not only to the living room but I guess on the other areas also, because you have here several areas that you can use in the terrace. It's not very large, I mean it's not very wide, but you have room to put a table here, which says it all. So the apartment would look like that. At least I hope it looks like that, because also these appear to be rendered photos. And as you expected, the apartment is very, very small. And it's a T1, yes, this means one bedroom. So this is the living room with the kitchen here, very tiny. And this is the bedroom. It's a good sized bedroom, but come on, for this price. So the bathroom, it's stunning, of course it is. The hallway, and of course this is the area, the balcony. And you see here from a rendered photo, I guess, this is all this terrace is yours. Of course it's impressive, it's stunning. Here, this is the apartment here. And here, and this is the building. It's the stunning apartment, but 54 square meters. I wouldn't buy this even if I had the money. I mean, I would buy this. Actually, I would buy this one, but not this one. Moving on to the fourth apartment that I found in Porto in this price range, and this is 72 square meters and it's a T2. Is the area of Boa Vista, right smack in the center of Porto, and this is why it's so incredibly, here is Boa Vista, this is why it's so incredibly expensive, at least compared to the other ones. I have to tell you that for this video I chose the best, the ones that screamed at me beautiful and remodeled and with all the commodities, because there are also other apartments in this price range that are not so good looking. So if you think these prices are outrageous, you can do worse. This apartment also has a view over the Douro River. What I don't like is these constructions here. I don't want to see this. I want to see the river and I want to have peace, not a construction in front of my house. But again, if you are moving in a city, you cannot absolutely have this guaranteed, because you move, everything is fine, and after 6 months someone is demolishing one of these beautiful houses and start of constructing a block of houses there, and your peace of mind is gone for the foreseeable 2 years. The apartment is slightly bigger than what we saw, but this one doesn't have furniture. The living room has the open kitchen also here, very small kitchen, for the money I mean. The view is nice. This room is kind of small for the money, I mean, come on, let's not forget what budget we are working here. This window is very small for this budget. The ceiling is very low for this budget. Yeah, I think this apartment is at the top floor because it has these kind of walls here that take up the space. Aesthetically it's pleasing, but space-wise and in this price budget, not really. The bathroom, what I like in this bathroom, of course, is the window because it's big. And I like the fact that everything is done with marble, or I hope it's marble and it's not wallpaper. What I don't like is the size of the bathroom. We have only one picture. The size of the bathroom and this furniture in the bathroom, I mean, for the price, I don't like it. The stair is nicely done, a little steep. Oh, and this is the bathroom. I really don't like this bathroom, and I don't like this door here, you know, the door, it slides. In my opinion, that this kind of door, it's not sufficient on a bathroom that is not on the hallway and it's on the bedroom. It's not sufficient. The main attraction of this apartment is that it's in a very good area in the city, but all in all, small space. I mean, yes, this has 72 square meters, but if I had to choose, I would probably choose this one. The fifth property, which is in the city of Porto, and it has the enormous square meters of 287. It's a T5, and like you see, we have such different variety of properties in this price range. So it's really up to you to decide what you want. You want a beautiful apartment in the heart of Porto? Do you want a house? This house is in Porto, in the neighborhood of Bonfim here. So Bella Vista, it was here, and this is a little north here. So still a very good area and a very large house at the same price with the tiny apartment of 57 square meters. So this is a house, a full house only for yourself, with 5 bedrooms and 3 fronts, pleasant outdoor space. This outdoor space is only for you. Of course, you have to maintain this outdoor space. Excellent sun exposure, inserted in one of the most noble areas of the city of Porto. The house is a little, I don't know, built in 65. It's a little old, and this certificate of energy, it's not the best. But let's see the house. So this is the house, really nice house. I really like this balcony, this one here. I like the entrance. Yeah, this area I don't really like. I mean, you put something nice here. It doesn't have to be grass, but something nicer than this. Or if you chose grass, you need a really nice grass all over. You have space and areas around the house, which is good. You have a garage, I see, but this patio, this yard is in need of maintenance, and at this price range you want to have a ready to move in house, not this. I mean, I would want that. This is the interior of the house. The house is very big, spacious, and very nicely done with a lot of wood, and I mean real wood. I think this house is in need of renovation. Maybe light renovation, just painting or replacing some of the items, but it's not ready to move in. I mean, not for a person who has this budget. Everything that is important, it's here. The hardwood, the doors are really nice. The stairs. At the end of the day, this house is not renovated. It has a lot of lighting. The rooms are very big. I guess this is a bedroom. Yeah, but you would need to remodel this. This is the kitchen and you would definitely have to remodel this. Maybe they went for a brand new kitchen in this style. This is kind of the 50s, 60s style. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and this house is remodeled in this style, but I don't think so. I don't really think so. Judging about all these wires here, no, this house has to be... Okay, you are not talking about a lot of money, but still. Very nice bathroom, spacious, very quirky with this, above the door you have this glass window, very quirky. And these colors, this pink, it's definitely from the 60s. But the whole ensemble of the house, it's special. And like they say in the ad, it's in a very, how they say here, in one of the most noble areas. So you kind of have this sense, you know, of noble in this house. Another bathroom. So this is the house and the yard and everything. And the last property that is in town, and it's slightly over budget, but I figured that you can reduce the price. It has 164 square meters, only T3, and it's also in Boavista, also in this area, right smack in the center. You cannot be more center than this. Taking into consideration that you are in the city center of a very large town in Portugal, you have this yard and you have a house. And let's see, before see the photos, 19th century townhouse with 3 floors in the center of Porto. And this house is rehabilitated about 10 years ago and still has some original details, a skylight, a center staircase, the flooring. It's simply stunning. I like this house. So this house, of course I like, it's built in 1870. So not in this century. It has a certificate D, which is good. You want to aim for a C, preferably a B, but it's harder in Portugal, so C, I think it's okay, B, C. Anyway, this house, it's stunning. It has its own yard and it's fully remodeled. Let's see. So far I like the yard. I like what they did with the remodeling throughout the house. They tried to conserve the spirit of the last century. They used some art deco layouts and furniture. They kept it simple with white colors. I like also the facade. Very nice this patio here in front of the house. I like to have this and not stepping right on the grass, so I like to see the grass, not be on the grass. Very nice doors and windows, really special that they kept this. Really nice that they put wooden floors in the bathroom. Really, really special. You don't see that. Very hard you can convince someone to put hardwood in a bathroom in Portugal. And of course, because of the humidity, I understand why, but look at it. Look how stunning it is. This house is right on my alley. I would love to stay here. I would love to have the money to have such a house built in the last century and remodeled with everything that you need to live today, especially heat. You need heat in Portugal. So folks, these were the properties that you can find in this budget, 500,000 euros in Porto. Now I will show you the other ones that I found around Porto, and you are going to see how much your money can buy if you go just a little bit outside. And just wait and see. If you liked these houses, you would love what I have to show you next. The first house, which is a little bit outside Porto, and it's slightly over budget, but I think you can negotiate this and you can reduce this price. It's very large, 402 square meters. It's a T3. Kind of this is the area here, Valbon, and this is Porto. So it's really very close to Porto, almost in Porto. 3-bedroom villa, 3 balconies, garden, unobstructed views to River Douro, quiet area. It has 4 floors, direct light in all the rooms, very important in Portugal. And it has certificate B, or this means this house, it was really remodeled and everything was fixed and improved. Look at this house, how stunning it is. Look at it. Look at the furniture. Look at the, I don't know, everything shines. You feel like a princess or a prince. You feel like living in a chalet. Look at this chandelier. Look at this view. I mean, unobstructed view. That says it all. And I see that you have very nice houses and such a great nature. You think you are in a resort here. Nice. I like also the stairs, and I'm so picky with the stairs because almost all the stairs are so dangerous to walk. And this one, it looks so beautiful and safe. What I don't like, it's what they put on the floor, that it's not wood. But I like the dimension of this room. It's huge. It's like a ballroom. Come on. Ballroom. And if you open these windows that goes into this terrace, perfect place for a party. Stunning terrace. You have room here to do whatever you want. It's like another room, but outside. The kitchen is not my favorite. It's kind of dated with these appliances. But I like the fact that you can see everything through this cabinet. So yes, this is something that you don't see very often. I like that. I like this detail here. They appear to be having central heating, but this is, I don't know, seems dated. Maybe it's just what is on the surface and everything was updated, but they kept these dated switches. So maybe everything that you have to do is change that. I don't know, you have to inquire about that. Oh my God, this room. I want to live only in this room. So many books. I like this as a desk, and this light and this view. Oh my God, I want to move here right now. I kind of understand the attraction of people for Porto, but as with all locations, remember that we are looking at a very expensive house for most Europeans. I know that the ones who are looking at this that are from US and maybe even UK on the upscale front, you think that, okay, this budget is not very big, but for us Europeans, it's kind of big. Of course, you wouldn't be able to buy with this budget in most countries anything like this. From this point of view, I know that a lot of people consider Portugal to be still cheap, and I understand this point of view also, but on the other hand, not everybody has this kind of money just lying around. Not everybody is that rich. Even if that rich is not that rich, you know what I mean? I hope you understand. But this house, oh my God, I love this house. And it's not really that far from Porto, remember that. And it has also this garden. And look at the location. It's very close to Porto, but in this wonderful spot. It really seems like you are in a resorty type of place. So you have the feeling of the resort, but you don't have all the downsides of the resort. I know a lot of people don't like resorts. It's like a resort, but Portuguese, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you do. Moving on to the second property, it's a little outside of the town in Paranhos, so somewhere over here, really on the outskirts of Porto, if we consider that this is Porto. Of course, Porto is not only this, because we consider Campania to be part of Porto, so we are here right now. So really close to Porto, under budget, maybe you can negotiate this down. It says 3-bedroom villa. You know, when you put T4, this doesn't mean 4 rooms, it means 4 bedrooms. So in the description it says that actually it's 3-bedroom villa. Garage for 2 cars, terrace lift. Oh, you have a lift here, and it's very nice to put that it's hardwood flooring in American pine, false ceiling, because you know these kind of things cost a lot of money to put in place. Air conditioning in all rooms, and certificate C. Oh, this is the house with the not so nice pictures. The house is very nicely done, modern, big, a little modern from my taste, if you ask me, a little cold. What I like is this patio here. As you see, you are in some kind of urbanization, so you are in a community. There are still blocks here and houses. You kind of sense an idea of these badly made photos. This is the upstairs bathrooms. You see here the ceiling, the stairs. It has some interesting features. It has illuminated stairs, glass here. It doesn't compare with the other house, which is all classic and beautiful things. This is not really my style. I don't like it. But the amenities are there, are new, and this house is fully remodeled. And it's under budget, let's not forget. We are talking about 500,000 euros, and we tend to take for granted the fact that this house is 25,000 euros under budget, and maybe you can reduce it more. So 25,000 euros, it's not small thing, considering the fact that you probably are going to pay this or more in taxes when you buy a house in Portugal, at least in this budget. But also in smaller budgets, because I paid the equivalent of a small studio price here in Bucharest, not in the prime location, not very close to the town center, but anyway, the taxes I paid for my house is the equivalent of a studio in Bucharest. Nice terrace. I like this space here. And this is the garage. Another property close. Oh, and now we are getting to the good ones that have a pool. This is in Vila Nova de Gaia. Vila Nova de Gaia is considered, and I have an article on the blog about that, I will link it in the description. Vila Nova de Gaia is considered a district. Vila Nova de Gaia is here, and it's actually another town separate from Porto, but because Porto has extended so much during the years, now it has incorporated Vila Nova de Gaia, and it's considered kind of like a district of Porto. So you cross the river, and on the other side of the river you have this area here, and it's a very nice area. You have 345 square meters, 4 bedrooms, and like you see in the first picture, you have a pool here, which is stunning, and you need this. I don't know if in the area of Porto, but in Algarve you definitely need a pool, and the only regret I have is that I don't have a pool, but also I don't regret it that much because I wouldn't have the money to sustain a pool. But for the ones who are buying in this budget, a pool, I think it's a must if you don't buy in the heart of the city. You have 2-car garage and lounge with access to the interior of the house. Very nice. Swimming pool with leisure area, garden and patio, video intercom. So let's see the photos. This is the pool. I mean, what I like about this pool is that you have direct access from the house, so it's not further from the house. It's like an apartment with pool, if you know what I mean. The house is not doesn't have the best layout or architecture, but the best furniture. This furniture doesn't really put the house in its rightful place. I mean, this house would look way better with another kind of furniture, and maybe with not so dark colors. You see here everything is dark, the hardwood is dark. But let's concentrate on the house, because if you declutter this house and you maybe change a few things, you are going to have a stunning house with beautiful, beautiful stairways. Here also not the best pictures, and this is an enclosed kitchen. You don't see many of this. I really don't like this stone here. Yes, like I said, not the best eye for designing a house, and this wall here is hideous, and maybe the bedroom is a little small. But with the right hand here, you can have a nice bedroom. Has kind of like an ensuite bathroom. Hideous wallpaper. Hideous. The bathroom has showers. It's great. Hideous. Oh my god, this person has an obsession with these kind of wallpapers. Yeah, so we are getting to the good stuff. This is the patio. The house in itself, I admit, it's not the brightest egg in the basket. But I like the pool, so this is the reason why I chose this house. If this house wouldn't have a pool, I honestly wouldn't have chosen it. But the pool, and it has a cat. I love cats. But the pool, it's a very nice thing to have, you see, and you have this area here, and this area here, the patio and the gym. Yes, this house would do with a renovation and a little bit of upgraded things and a little bit of changing all of the furniture and painting some areas. But all in all, it's okay. The main thing that you can take from this property is that you can have a pool in this money, and not, I mean, they say you are out of Porto, but you are not. Trust me. Go to Porto and you will see that this Vila Nova de Gaia is just technically out of Porto. Next property, also with a pool, slightly over budget, but I'm sure you can calm down. In normal circumstances, you would be able to negotiate that down. Also 4 bedrooms, and this is in Argivai. Argivai? Here. Argival. So this is slightly a little away from Porto, but not very much. So Porto is here, and you have the highway, and in this kind of place you find a house with a luxury 4-bedroom villa with a pool, with land and basement and solar panels and garden and pool and barbecue grill. And certificato energético A. I don't know how he did it. Let's see the house. I think it's a new house, right? So A, you cannot have A unless it's a brand new house. Yes, it's built in this century, in 2001. So yeah, okay, it has A. Also, you got this feeling of the hotel. The pool is not really somewhere on the field and you have to walk through grass to go to the pool. You have this hotel feeling. You get out of the house and you actually have the pool right there It seems like a modern house made of concrete. Nice garden. I like to see grass. I like these marble thingies, but also I like the fact that I don't have to walk through grass. I don't really like the facade. It's too black for me. I don't like that, but I like the pool. I like the location of the pool and how the pool feels like it's part of the house. The kitchen is big and it has an island, which is great. I like the chandelier. I don't like the table and this here. This could look way better with nicer furniture. Again with this thing here, this wall done like this with this black marble of I don't know what it is. I don't like it. You get the sense that the house is much smaller than it is. These stairs, it's kind of rough. They didn't have space to put anything else, but it's an average house. I mean, it's not the best refurbishings. I think you are in need of some refurbishings here in this house, but the fact that it's newly constructed, it's an advantage. It has a ton of backyard, I don't know, for the kids, for a barbecue, for the animals. You can grow things here. And the house, it's not bad. I mean, okay, this color, it's kind of hideous. But it's not a bad house. And you have a pool. I don't know, what do you think? Is the pool worth that kind of money? And I'm sure that the area is very nice. Moving on to another house with pool, which is in Maya. So Maya is here and Porto is here. So Maya is here. We've been previously here, so Maya is much closer to Porto than the other house. You have a T4, a ton of space and a pool. Oh, the house is even newer. It's constructed in 2010 with a swimming pool and central heating. I mean, that central heating is important, air conditioning is important. It's located in a residential area of Alameda. Solar exposure facing south with all the services and shoppings nearby, so you don't even feel like you are not in the city, which is really important. And you have a covered pool and a garden. And CS certificate. Here you see you don't have the sense that the pool is integrated. It's not part of the house. This is what I mean, but this house has a bigger potential. Let's see. Nice views. Nice garden. You see, this is how a garden should look like. Manicured. Way much better furniture. And design. Yes, much better. I like the fireplace. I like this window here and the kitchen in general. Nice appliances. Really nice design here. And you know, it's everyone's dream to just wash dishes and look outside. Well, in this time that we are living in, I don't know who actually washes dishes by hand. We are having a dishwasher for that. But still, it's kind of nice to be in the kitchen and have this type of window to look outside. Oh my God, why are people putting this type of wallpaper in their homes? I mean, it spoils the whole ensemble. I like the stairs. They did something very nice here. So maybe they didn't want to splurge on this bar to be from glass because it's very expensive, and they did something from aluminium which looks very sleek and almost as good as glass. They integrated very well. I like a lot of the feature of this house. Who designed this house and who picked the furniture and everything did a pretty good job, with the exception of this wallpaper here. It's nice. And this patio, this area, oh my god, you have these pillows here, and you have a very nice thing around the pool, so you can actually sit here on the floor. You don't get dirty. You can work here. Oh my god, I think I would stay only here, outside, and Flavius for sure. The bedrooms are big and bright. I like this bathroom, of course, it has a shower. They have nice, really nice decoration. Look at this table, for example. It's not something that you see every day. So all in all, the house is very, very nice. I think it is worth the money, and it has such a nice, such an outside area. So it's up to you now. We have 2 properties more to see, but it's up to you by now. You kind of get the sense what you can buy in this budget in town, and what you can buy outside town. And it comes down to this, guys. It comes down to, do you want to have your own home and not an apartment that comes with a very nice, sometimes manicured garden and your own pool, or you want to be in the center city of Porto? What do you think it's your lifestyle? 2 more properties to see. I remember this. This is in Valdares. It's very close to Porto. Let's see the map. So it's in Gulpihares, and Gulpihares is here. Gulpihares. Okay, so this is where the house is, and this is where Porto is. So we gone south from Porto and south from Villanova de Gaia. Not very, 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 very close, but close. The same budget, the same kind of square meters, garden. This one doesn't have a pool. It's a house of T4 plus 2 for sale. This means it has 4 bedrooms and 2 additional rooms that you can use. When you see like that 4 plus 2, it generally means that these 2 rooms don't have windows. Maybe you can use it as storage or something else, but they exist as rooms, but they don't have windows. Oh, it says here it has the space to build a swimming pool, but it's not constructed. So, okay, it doesn't have a swimming pool, but it's good that it has space to build one. And it's great location, 800 meters from the beach. I would say it's a great location. It has public transport at the door, pharmacy 500 meters, supermarket 100 meters. Very good location. And the house looks stunning. I mean, look at this colonial feeling. It's not really a colonial feeling, but these arcades make it a little colonial. And these little stairs here with these bars made of stainless steel, and this garden with this, it's a full-grown garden. It has these trees that are so big. I really like this. Again, this picture gives you a little bit of French feeling, a little bit like that. And in the back of the house, you don't get the same French feeling, but you get a very big garden. So you can make here a pool, like they said, or anything else really. Yeah, this entrance is stunning. You can imagine here with a chaise-longue, rocking chaise-longue, and just reading a book. And the interior of this house, I don't know if it's the time of the year when those pictures were taken, but the interior of this house, it feels really warm and welcoming, and you can tell right away, I've said that in previous videos, you can tell right away that this is a house where an older couple lived, and this house was constructed for them, and it's designed and all the furniture, and it's for a family. You see, it has this warm, cozy feeling, and it's not just the Christmas tree and the decoration. Some houses just gives you that feeling of home. Maybe it's the warmer light, the colors that are used, these warmer colors that are used in the house. I don't know what it is, but you kind of instantly feel like home here. A very nice house. French doors. Yes, that French feeling I was telling you about. Quirky kitchen, but I don't think it's a problem. Nice windows at the bathroom. Nice frame. This is something typically Portuguese, to frame the mirror like this. Very nice. These also are typically Portuguese, this type of cabinets. I also have it in my apartment, and I'm seriously considering to refurbish them and keeping them, because it gives you that air of, I don't know, salt and ocean. The baby's room. Small but nice. I love this. It's all white, but it isn't. A little white heaven with a fireplace. Yes, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, so this is the area. I'm going to say that, okay, in this budget you should expect this, and it's not wonderful, and it's not stunning, and it's not like so extravagant as I make it seem, but yeah, in this budget you should buy something really nice. I agree with that. The last property is that it's close to Porto, but not in Porto. It's in Oliveira de Azeméis, Oliveira de Azeméis, I guess, and Porto is here. So this is close to Aveiro. I know some of my subscribers, one in particular, bought a house here recently, and I really like to visit this area someday soon. I mean, no, not someday soon. And yeah, Aveiro is I heard that it's a very nice place to live, and it's very close to Porto. And between Aveiro and Porto, you have this little area, Oliveira de Azeméis, where this beautiful house it is. A little bit more of square meters, kind of double that what we saw until now. 668 square meters, 5 bedrooms. This villa has 4 fronts and 3 floors. In a private plot, has garden, certificate D. The views are unbeatable. It's very clear that the area is very beautiful, and not only the area but the actual community. The houses, you see, they are very beautiful all around, and the house itself, it's a jewel. It's perfect. I don't think I can say that I would change in this house a single needle, a single item to say that I would move it from a room to another, or I don't know, change something. It's perfection, this house. I don't know who put together this house. Perfection. This is my perfect kind of house, and I'm so glad that I'm ending the video with this property. I know that this kind of property, it's not everybody's tastes, but for someone who appreciates this kind of things that are old and from the last century, and they make you feel like you are living in another era, this is the type of house that you should aim for, in my opinion. Did you know how nowadays you have to put this, in my opinion, at the end or at the beginning of each phrase you say, because otherwise you risk to upset someone? So, of course, everything that we say, it's in our opinion. Oh my God, I don't know why you have to say it out loud. I don't know how much it costs, this furniture, but I guess that only the furniture in this house, it's worth the value of the house. Yes, I would change something. Okay, I would change the color of the sheets. I mean, this is acceptable and I understand the color. This is a little much for me. But even that, they pair it with these flowers. I mean, and with the chandelier. I mean, it's like, you see, and here they have this pink. It's like in a palace, you know, you have the rosé room, and this is the blue room, and No, it's perfection. Okay, maybe this bathroom it's not in alignment with all this, and this bathroom is it's in need of some of the wood and the luxury from the rest of the house. And this is the yellow room. It's incredible how they pair it everything. Okay, so this bathroom, it's, you know that I don't like bright colors, but this is a very bold bathroom. It's not so ugly. And the green bathroom. I like the fact that everything has a theme. It has a sense and it has a reason behind it. And yes, I guess this bathroom is for this green room. And this here, this is the view, it's not a wallpaper, it's the actual view of the house. Yeah. And the kitchen, which of course has a fireplace, but equipped with everything that you need. And the office, a stunning office, a perfect office. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's a sala de estar, which means kind of like a living room, but I think the second living room. Yes, with another fireplace here. And the second cozinha, a very large backyard. Very, very large backyard. Stunning views. And I really want to see, it has 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms.
So after looking at all these properties, what do you think? My impression, my personal impression is that this budget should buy you something of more quality, at least in my opinion. And with the properties in Porto and also with the properties a little bit outside Porto, you just feel that you don't get that quality. You don't get that quality that you expect when you are spending €500,000. And I don't know, is it just me or all the prices in the world have gone wild? Not just properties, but food and everything. Maybe it's just the crisis that we are experiencing right now. Maybe it's just the inflation. I don't know what it is, but it's insane. And I don't know if it's just my impression. Just leave it in the comments. What do you think? Are we still liking Porto after these insane prices? I think we do, because prices in Portugal, yes, they gone insane, but there are nothing to compare with the rest of Europe. And Portugal, it's still an affordable place to live and an affordable place to buy property and invest compared to the rest of Europe. And with that said, I hope you liked the video and I'm hoping to see you in the next video. Click here. Bye!